Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into something really cool.
Yeah.
Shape of Water's take on The Weeknd's Blinding Lights.
Oh, nice.
You know that song, right?
Oh, of course.
Yes, well,
Oh.
it is. But they flipped the script.
Yeah,
They turned it into like a whole cinematic rock
totally different vibe.
experience. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's links in the description if you want to follow
It's
along.
definitely worth a listen.
So we're talking about Shape of Water. They're an electronic art rock duo from Manchester. They've even toured with like Radke and Christian Death. So
Wow, yeah, they could bring it.
they know how to bring the energy for sure.
Yeah, and for a band that only formed in 2018, they've made quite a splash already.
That's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, especially when you consider they actually met way back in 2004.
What?
Yeah, in Italy.
Wow.
They had this band called The Lotus together before they moved to Manchester.
So they've been at it a while.
Oh, yeah, super dedicated to their craft.
That's wild. And they even during the pandemic, they kept going, with live streams and stuff.
Yeah, smart move. Probably got them a bunch of new fans, too.
Probably, for sure. When I first heard their Blinding Lights, I was like, what is this? It completely hooked me right from the intro.
That intro is something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Weeknd's original, it's got that, that pulsing energy. But
In your face.
yeah, right away.
But Shape of Water, they kind of slowed it down.
Yeah, they stretched it out, made
It
it.
made it almost eerie, you know?
Yeah, it's like they took out all the modern electronic stuff and made it sound, I don't know, like older somehow.
It's like the movie score.
Yeah, totally. Remember those long minor chords at the start?
Yeah.
It's like you're about to watch something epic.
Get that cinematic feel.
Yeah, and maybe a little creepy too.
Yeah, a little unsettling. And the way they use the instruments, that's a big part of it.
Oh, for sure. They basically replaced like all of the Weeknd synths with these heavy guitars and this bass line that just...
It's like a wall of sound.
Yeah, it's thick.
The drums, too, they're not just keeping time, they're driving the song forward.
Totally. They're building the tension. It's like...
You're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Something's about to happen.
It's really cool how they took something that was all synths and made it feel raw and almost, I don't know, dangerous with just live instruments.
I know.
The synths are still there, but they're kind of subtle.
Yeah, they're like in the background.
Like a memory of the original.
And I love how the energy changes throughout the song.
Yeah.
The verses, they're almost quiet.
It's like they're holding back.
Yeah. With these gentle guitars and steady drums. But then that chorus hits.
And bam.
Yeah, there's like everything explodes.
Yeah, that contrast really makes it hit harder, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's like...
There's a wave crashing.
Yeah. Or like, building up and then releasing. Yeah, you get that feeling of release. Like a
roller coaster.
Exactly. You get pulled in and then whoosh.
It's a ride, for sure. And the vocals, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it really gets interesting, I think.
Totally. The vocals are so different from the Weeknd's.
Oh, yeah. Way different.
His are all smooth and...
Polished. Yeah.
But this singer, he's got this like...
Grittiness.
Yeah, this raw edge.
Almost like a rock singer from the 70s or something.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel out of place,
No, not at all. It actually, I think it makes the song even more powerful.
Yeah, there's like this honesty to it.
It's like he's really living the lyrics,
Yeah, it's like you can feel the emotion. It's...
Yeah, it's raw.
Raw, yeah.
And it fits perfectly with that rawness of the music.
They're in sync, the music and the vocals.
Yeah, totally in sync.
It's like they're feeding off each other.
And, I think it's really interesting how their journey as a band kind of comes through in the music.
What do you mean?
Well, they've been playing together for so long, since 2004.
Right.
And they've moved from Italy to Manchester. They've been through all these changes.
Yeah.
I think you can hear that experience, that depth in this cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It's not just a surface level thing. It's like they've really thought about it.
Yeah, it's like they've lived with the song.
Exactly.
Then made it their own.
Yeah, for sure.
And that actually reminds me, how music can be so personal?
Oh, absolutely.
Like there are songs that take me right back to like high school.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, good times and bad times.
Totally. It's like a soundtrack to your life.
Exactly.
It's funny how certain songs can just like transport you back to a specific moment.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like you hear a song and suddenly you're
right back there.
Back in that moment.
It's crazy.
It's like time travel.
I think that's part of what Shape of Water does so well here. They tap into those universal feelings.
What do you mean?
Like those feelings of, longing and searching for connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all felt those things at some point.
We have, haven't we?
And they really capture that in this cover.
It's funny because when I listened to the Weeknd's original, I liked it,
Yeah,
but it didn't really, grab me emotionally.
I get it.
But Shape of Water's version, it hit me in the feels. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like they unlocked something in the song.
They gave it a new dimension.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And, it makes me wonder, do you think this cover might inspire other musicians
Oh, absolutely.
to kind of rethink how they do covers?
Yeah, I think it's a great example of how a cover can be so much more than just, a copy.
Yeah.
It can be a reinterpretation, a reinvention, even a conversation with the original artist.
That's a good way to put it.
Shape of Water took this song that everyone knows, and they showed us that there are still new ways to interpret it.
That there's still more to discover.
Exactly. It's really inspiring, don't you think?
It is. Like, what other songs could they transform?
Right. What hidden depths could they unearth? It's exciting to think about.
I know. Okay. But before we go down that rabbit hole, let's step back for a sec and talk about the key takeaways from this dive into Shape of Water's Blinding Lights.
Oh.
So, first off, Shape of Water, they took a popular song.
Yeah, super popular.
And they just made it their own,
Right.
Like, they weren't afraid to just experiment and change things up.
Totally, yeah. They really deconstructed it and made it, made it something new, something that sounded like them.
Yeah. And it shows you, like, a cover doesn't have to be a straight copy.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. It can be so much more.
Yeah, it can be like a reimagining.
Exactly, like a totally new take on the original.
And, even a tribute to the original artist.
Yeah, that too.
But beyond the creativity, right? Like, the talent is there.
Oh, absolutely.
The instruments, the vocals, like, even the way it's all produced.
Yeah, it's top-notch all around.
It's like they really put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, you can tell they care about the details.
And you know what? That's what makes it.
Special.
Yeah. It's not just a cover.
It's
art. It is. Okay, so if you haven't heard Shape of Water's Blinding Lights yet.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah. Go check it out. The link's in the description.
Definitely worth a listen.
It's a wild ride, trust me.
And while you're listening, think about the songs that have really moved you.
Yeah.
The ones that take you back to a specific time or place.
Those songs that just hit you in the feels.
Exactly. Maybe this cover will even inspire you to, rediscover some of your old favorites or
even make your own music.
Yeah, why not?
So let us know, what are some songs that you think Shape of Water should reimagine? We want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments.
Awesome. Well, that about wraps it up for this deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
And a huge thank you to Dulaxi for sponsoring this deep dive.
Couldn't do it without you.
We appreciate your support.